Anna, coffee. 2 sugars this time, not 3. You always overdo it. Mr. Lewis didn't even glance at me. His eyes stayed fixed on his screen as if I were invisible. Of course, sir, I said quietly, hiding my smile. In his world, I was just a personal assistant. The girl who fetched coffee, answered calls, and stayed quiet while others took credit for my ideas. But in my world, I was the silent owner of his company's future. My phone buzzed discreetly in my pocket. Mr. Brooks, investment advisor, deal confirmed. Collins Holdings now owns 81% of Lewis Tech Global. Transition announcement ready. I looked out through the glass walls of the office. A panoramic view of the city skyline I had slowly, strategically begun to own piece by piece. 6 years of listening, learning, and investing quietly while they mocked me for staying an assistant. 6 years of patience building toward this one night. Anna, Claire from HR called out as I passed her desk. Still here? Most assistants burn out after a year in this place. Guess I'm stubborn, I said politely. She smirked. Ambition's good, honey, but know your limits. Some people just aren't made for leadership. I smiled faintly. If only she knew. Every pay raise they denied me, I invested. Every time they made me type meeting notes, I studied their financial strategies. Every file I copied became a lesson in corporate warfare. Message. Forbes confirmation pending. Net worth updated. $9.10 billion, 9.1 billion. Not bad for someone who once couldn't afford bus fare. Later that night, the boardroom buzzed with celebration. Crystal glasses, laughter, and expensive suits. They were toasting the company's rumored $3.2 billion sale, proud of their smart deal. Unaware the mysterious buyer was standing right beside them pouring their champagne. Assistants shouldn't linger in board meetings, Mr. Lewis said sharply as I refilled his glass. You're right, sir, I replied. They shouldn't. Especially when they own the company. He laughed. Of course. You always had a sense of humor, Anna. I smiled, because in 10 minutes he'd stop laughing forever. My lawyer entered quietly, folder in hand. Ladies and gentlemen, he announced, allow me to introduce your new majority shareholder, Ms. Anna Collins. The room froze. My name echoed in stunned silence. What kind of joke is this? Mr. Lewis barked, snatching the documents. His face drained of color as he read. You bought the company? Every share you overlooked, I said calmly. Every department you ignored. I own them now. Phones began buzzing across the table, notifications, breaking news alerts. Headline: Lewis Tech acquired by former assistant. Anna Collins becomes youngest billionaire CEO. Claire from HR looked like she'd seen a ghost. Anna, this can't be real. Oh, it's very real, I said. And HR will be under review. Starting tomorrow. Reporters were already gathering outside. Cameras flashed as security began removing the old sign from the building's entrance. The new one, Collins Global Technologies. Mr. Lewis slammed his hands on the table. You can't just take everything I built. Take. I repeated softly. No, sir. I bought it. Fair and legal. He stared at me, trembling with anger. I gave you a job when no one else would. And I gave you the chance to learn humility, I replied. Shame you didn't take it. My phone buzzed again. Mr. Brooks. Forbes has confirmed your listing. You've surpassed your former CEO on the Billionaires Index. The board members whispered frantically. The assistant they mocked had just become their boss. Claire stammered. Anna, please, there must be a mistake. Maybe we can renegotiate. I shook my head. You can reapply. The company's hiring. Entry level. Gasps rippled across the room. Outside, workers hoisted the new sign. Collins Global, where respect isn't optional. Mr. Lewis sank into his chair, eyes glassy. This company was my life. And now, I said, gathering my papers, it's part of mine. I turned toward the door, the weight of 6 years finally lifting. Cameras flashed. Phones buzzed. The world had just learned that the coffee-fetching assistant had become the most powerful woman in the industry. Before leaving, I glanced back. Oh, Mr. Lewis, I said sweetly. Your coffee 2 sugars, right? Bring it to my office tomorrow. You'll find it upstairs in the corner suite. His jaw tightened. I smiled and walked out. Because sometimes the best revenge isn't shouting or proving them wrong. It's sitting in the chair they once told you you'd never deserve and owning the entire building it's in.